Hey guys, I hope you're doing well today. Next up on the channel, we've got a live performance by a band called Starkweather. Now you may or may have not heard of this band, and I hadn't really come across them too much until fairly recently when the singer actually got in touch with us because he really liked the album that we put out earlier in the year. It was pretty cool to hear from him, and since speaking to the guy, I went back and checked out their discography just to get up to speed with things, and it became apparent to me that this is a band that I'd been sleeping on. I don't know how, but they went under my radar, and I really should have been checking them out because the music they were putting out in the late 90s and the early 2000s was just the kind of stuff that I was really into, and I don't know how, I just didn't really come across them. But since then, we've been chatting away on Facebook and stuff. Really cool guy, Rennie, and I asked him, I want to put a live performance on the channel, and he posted me this one, so we're going to check it out together. I've not seen it before. We'll see what it's all about. I know these guys put on a great live show, so I'm expecting something good. This one from 2010. Great energy. That was nasty. He's going off. Good drums. Take a breath. Yes. Oh, that's ready for you. Going off live. Good tone on the guitars. You really feel like you're at the gig with this camera angle. Just a member of the crowd. Oh, that is sick. Yes. Rennie's got a nice tone to his voice, but he actually tries lots of different styles. He's got singy bits, screamy bits, low guttural bits. You know, the guy's got a really versatile voice. This sounds great. You see there's lots of different aspects to the music. Breakdowns, heavy as hell breakdowns, just kind of more atmospheric melodic parts, just heavy as hell grindy parts. Remember, this is 2010. 10 years back already, so as I say, these guys are ahead of the curve on doing a lot of things, and maybe that's the reason why they were before their time, and that's why they just went a bit under the radar for me. great live vocal. Some guys can pull their growls off in the booth, but when they get live, it sounds a bit not as good. This sounds perfect. Great drumming. It's going off in the background. Interesting riffs. Well, they're tight as hell live. They obviously put the practice in. I mean, these guys have been going, I forget the year they started up, early 90s I think it was. So yeah, these guys have got decades under their belt. They know exactly what they're up to. Well, that was awesome. I think you'll agree. Excellent live performance. Whole band's going off. Rennie obviously giving it 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10 maybe. Showing off all his different vocal styles, very, very good. Guitar sounded great. The drummer was just going off the whole time, and the drums sounded great, and the bass sounded great as well. So 10 out of 10 live performance. You can't ask for anything more than that. If I were you and you haven't heard of this band, a bit like me, go and check out their large discography. They've got all sorts of stuff. As I say, these guys are ahead of the curve on most things. So they've got atmospheric stuff in there. They've got breakdowns. They've got deathy parts. They've got grindy parts. They've got, just a whole bunch of stuff in there which you'll recognize to the ear. But when you look at the date that it came out, you think, hang on, that's a few years before I got into it. So yeah, these guys were just always ahead of the curve, and I can only think that's the reason why they went under my radar. But now I'm all caught up with them, and as I say, I like to chat with the singer as well on Facebook, so that's really cool. He digs our music, which is nice to hear. So yeah, there you go, Starkweather, live 2010 in New York City. Hope you enjoyed that, folks. Catch you around. Bye.